What's good, everyone? This is Will and BF with 16 to beat. Back with another one. BF, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Blessed, Been out here spending time with my father. Got you back home today, but it's going pretty good.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, we got a special one today, man. We got my man Al Harris, man. You know what I'm saying? Very dope rapper, man. You know what I'm saying? And we want the people to, get to know who this gentleman is, man. Like I said, he's very, very dope. So, welcome, Al Harris. How you doing, brother?
Hey man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Fabulous, man. I can't lie. I can't take nothing for granted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Well, Al, man. Like I said, I'm always looking at different things online and stuff. Just looking at new artists, underground artists, all that. Just trying to find the next thing.
Right.
Because in the mainstream you get a lot of the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always looking for different. I'm always looking for something with a message and things like that. So man, when I saw you on BF, help me out. What's that guy name? Gifted Hands.
Gifted Hands.
I see him Gifted Hands.
Gifted Hands.
Open mic.
Right.
And I was like, immediately I was like, who is this guy? So, BF know me. Everybody who know me and watching, they know, man, I'm gonna start digging, trying to found you, man. I mean, like I said, man, you're super dope, man. And like I said, I just appreciate you coming on and everything. And just my first question is just want to know where you come from and what was your upbringing like, man?
Well, I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. Um,
Okay.
I'm from the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood, and I understand that there's a hood in every city. There's a hood in every state. Um,
So,
but I experienced that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about where the neighbors had to feed you, where you don't see your mom or your dad for days or sometimes weeks. You know what I'm saying? Where you might have 11, 12 year olds, roaming the streets 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
On a school night, bro. You know what I mean? I'm from the hood, man. We had to fend for ourselves. You know, my mother and my father, they were addicted to drugs, and my grandmother, she had to take me in. And she could only do so much because she didn't have much, but she had love. And
That's right.
and that sustained me. That love even though it was tough love. Believe that, because my grandmother, she was from New York, New York City, man, and she came down to South Carolina. Her, my dad, my uncles, you know, and she didn't play, and she didn't play no games. I mean, everybody was at Big Ma house. My
yeah.
uncles, my cousins, she raised all of us, and whenever my dad would pop up, he would pop up there, and then I wouldn't see him for weeks. And then I might see him again 2 or 3 days, and then I won't see him again, just that sort of thing, So I gravitated to the streets. I gravitated to what showed me acceptance. And that was the streets. That was the hood, I related to them because a lot of them was in the same position I was in. They ain't had no dads, and we was all looking for somebody to carry us, somebody to teach us, to help mold us and shape us and teach us what this thing called life about. Because a woman could only do so much, but a man,
Yes,
I
sir.
believe a man provides the identity of a child.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that. I didn't have that role model. So I ran to the streets, I graduated high school, man. I liked school. I did. So graduated high school, but that's when things took a turn. I became
Yeah.
addicted. I became addicted myself. You know, and when I was younger, my mama recently, man, she just told a story. As a matter of fact, it's on the song that I got, No Sleep. With my mom,
Yeah.
when my mom's on the beginning of the song, and you can look it up on YouTube on my page or whatever. But it's called No Sleep. And my mom, on the beginning, she was saying that when I was younger, I used to run behind her. And I used to always want to go where she wanted to go, but she would tell me, go back, go back. And I didn't know. I was young, but she was going to get high. She was going to get high. And it's ironic because later on in life, I caught up with my mother, and
Right.
she was getting high. And
Yeah.
here I am, 20 years old, 21 years old, and I'm getting high with her. You know what I mean? And it pulled me in. You know, before you know it, man, me, my mom, and my dad in the same room getting high. You know what I'm saying? And it was like something that grabbed a hold of me and it wouldn't let me go. I couldn't go a day without it. You know, I found myself homeless on the streets, man. You know, I got shot, you know, a lot of armed robberies, man, and burglaries and stuff like that. I got hit with 15 years. You know, it was just a snowball of things, man. You know, growing up without an identity, you know, not knowing what my purpose was, not knowing that I had this gift inside of me the whole time, bro. It was there the whole time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Wow.
I never acknowledged it, and I never gravitated to it. Instead, I would gravitate to what fed that urge and that desire to get high. You know, and I ruined my life. You know, and I believe that's why my relationship with God, with my Creator, is so strong now. You know, because I wasn't supposed to make it, bro. You know,
Right.
and when I tell you I witnessed my mom shot 14 times and she survived, bro. You know, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, how you gonna tell me ain't no God?
Yeah, for sure.
Little boy done got shot one time, man. Boys done got shot once and they gone, bro. They ain't coming back.
Yeah.
My mom got hit 14 times and she still got bullets in her, and she here, bro. I can call her now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's like,
God.
Yeah.
I mean, no wheelchair, no cane. You know what I'm saying? She can run with the best of them. She can get on the basketball court and shoot with you. You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. You could never tell she was shot 14 times. There is a God. There is a God,
for sure.
man. And he's
Amen.
alive, man, and he cares. He cares. And right then and there, I knew that there was an assignment on my life, bro. So when I was locked behind that cage, man, they gave me 15 years. My mom, she was healing at the time, but she was sending me scripture, sending me Bible verses, quotes. She was probably the only one that wrote me out of the whole 5.5 years. They sentenced me to 15. I did 5.5, almost 6 years, and got out on parole. But as she was sending me these things, you know, I was feeding my spirit. And I know I'm talking, man. I know I'm talking, but
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
but
Get straight.
listen, man,
Yeah.
the testimony is enormous. It's catastrophic. The testimony is so huge, man. You know, and I try to tell it as much as I can, no matter how many times I tell it, man. I don't care who getting tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not supposed to be here right now. I'm not supposed to be here right now, man. You know, I started preaching 2010 in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about to rapists, murderers who ain't going home, man. These boys got 30 years plus. They ain't going home. You know, and these guys will come to my cell, man, with tears in their eyes. Would you pray for me? Would you pray for me? You know, because it was that real, bro. You couldn't fake it there. You can't fake it there. People know if you fake it, you know, because they see you every day. You know, they know how you walking and you know what I'm saying, who you dealing with, who you associating with, what you touching, what you got your hands on, what you looking at, and what you talking about. You know what I mean? And they know if you're faking, man. But God was all I had, bro. You know, I could have joined the Gangster Disciples, the Bloods, the Crips. You know, my uncle OG, man, he had done been there 13 years, man. So he was almost like, you know, almost controlling our dorm. I'm not gonna say the yard, but our dorm. You know, he called the shots in our dorm. That was my uncle, and he was up. I could have I could have really chose any lane that I wanted to, but I chose God because I had done seen too much, man. I had done seen too much, and I wanted to see what was inside of me. I mean, we could hold concerts in a 2-man cell, bro, and pack them out. You know, we ain't had no beat.
Yeah.
We ain't had no beat.
Yeah.
All we had was the table and the pen, bro. And we beat. You know what I'm saying? When I wrote rhymes, bro, I had to write to a beat that's in my head. We didn't have beats, you know. And I believe that's what gives me the advantage now. You know what I mean? Because I don't need a beat to write. I don't need a beat to write rhymes. You know, and really, and to tell you the truth, that's when I could think. I could think more when I don't have a beat. Because when I have a beat, I'm steady trying to, you know what I'm saying, ride.
Yeah, you stay trying to
stay on track and stuff.
Yeah, but if I don't have a beat, bro, and I might be giving away some secrets, you know what I'm saying? But it gotta be in you. It gotta be in you to do this, though. though.
Oh yeah, it's
It
gotta
gotta
be
be
in
in
you
you, bro.
100%.
You really gotta, you know what I mean? This mental is something else, man. I'm crazy with the pen, bro. I mean, crazy with the pen, man.
Yeah.
I put that on anything, man. People
That's
know there's
right.
nothing in South Carolina, man. Come see me. Come see me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Word?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, man, that's one hell of a testimony, man. I mean, and hey,
Hmm.
like I said, bro, I'm thankful. Thank you for even what I'm saying, giving us this testimony because there's young brothers out here that need to hear this, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
A lot of young brothers out here because they don't understand. Like they seeing all this street life, man, and they not understanding what's on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying and stuff. So. Definitely, thankful for you, even speaking on that, man, and everything.
Yeah.
BF, did you have a question for him?
Well, he pretty much already answered my first question with what he said, but just for the record, like, what made you go in this direction? The direction that you're going in with your music?
Man, as my life changed, my raps changed. Because I was writing
Hmm.
music. I was writing music before. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping when I was getting hot on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I was rapping then, but it was kind of it was crazy though. You know what I mean? It was like my life, what I was living in. It was wild. But as my life changed, and as I got a deeper perspective of what I give out, it comes back. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and those who love it shall eat the fruit thereof. I've known that verse to be true in my life so many times. You know what I mean? Because what you speak, you attract. You know,
Yes,
Right.
sir.
on so many occasions. So really, that's what made me switch it up. And when I seen these young boys out here, man, listening to certain music, because when I was coming up, Pop was my dude. You know what I mean? I
Yes,
had
sir.
Tupac posters, man. I had every movie from Juice, Poetic Justice, Above the Rim, gang related. Man, I had all his movies. Pop was my dude. Could nobody tell me about Pop? I was thugged out. I didn't have a daddy. My mama was barely around. She was on dope. I mean, I just related to him so much in so many areas. So Pop was
Yeah.
my dude. And listening to Pop and gaining that love and that respect for his music, that made me emulate Pop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
It made me emulate because once you're exposed to something so much, you're gonna do either one or two of the things. You're either gonna run away from it or you're gonna draw closer to it, and you're gonna try to emulate it. Sometimes you emulate it without even knowing you're doing it, man. You're just doing it, because
It just happens.
music has the power of entering into your subconscious and your soul without your permission. Music don't
Yeah.
need your permission.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta listen. All you gotta do is listen to it. You find yourself mumbling a song you hate, you don't even like it, but you find yourself bopping to it. You can't stand
Yeah.
that song, but you
Oh
find
God.
music, music has a way of entering into you and controlling your emotions, controlling your movements, man. And when I learned that about music, that made me change a lot as it pertains to my writing and my delivery and
Right.
my style. You know what I mean? But I
No.
gained the love for hip hop. 13 years old, my grandma, she took me on a trip to New York, Harlem, Saint Nick, and I would go
Okay.
see my family in New York City, man, and I dropped a project called On Assignment, and the cover of that project is me when I was 13 years old on the stoop, me and my cousin. When I was 13 in New York on the stoop, that's the cover. But anyway,
Okay.
we would go to the bodega, the corner stores and stuff like that, man, and see these boys in the arcade rooms or whatever. I mean, going at it, bro, rapping like
Yeah.
and it was so intense, almost like it was a fight. I'm like, who fighting?
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't fighting. Them boys spitting, bro, and it was different
That's
though,
right.
because that's the hip hop mecca. So it was different when you talk about rapping in New York than rapping,
Yeah.
down south or anything like that. These boys, they spilled their hearts, man. Man, needless to
Yeah.
say, I came back to South Carolina. I was a writing machine, bro. That's when I started writing.
Yeah.
That's when I started
Yeah.
writing. I was 13 years old when I started writing. I still remember. I still remember my My first rhyme I ever wrote.
Give us a little bit of it, man.
Man,
Let's hear a little bit of
that's
it.
old. I got some hotter stuff right now, but that's old.
Yeah.
I say, hey yo, it's empty thoughts in back of my mind, influenced by crime. Don't mess with player haters, they are wasting my time. This earth is mine, so therefore I'm forever gonna shine. And if I make it rap, it ain't hitting nothing but dimes. I'm short and chocolate. The ladies love it, fellas try to stop it. That's enough about me. Let's drop it. Get back on the topic. You know what I mean? Like yo, but that was
Yeah.
Man,
I was
okay.
hey, listen, I was
That was
13
dope.
years old, man. I was 13 years
Yeah.
old
Man, that was
when I wrote that right there, man. Yeah, but now it's on a whole different level. Like ride the town with no destination, no entourage. With the conversation I'm engaging in, I seek an audience way beyond the stars. I read the story about David, then I realized the men were just made for war. Thanks to God, we got a savior paved the way for us to live. But who you dying for? I mean, shots galore. Who gonna save you when police raid? And then you gotta take the charge. I cut the ties with all selfish guys for myself to rise. You could take the loss. I made the call to serve Jesus since everything I touched taking off. We act as if we don't need him in the clutch. I just gave it up, take the ball. I gave the truth to my people, hoping we could get the change we all aim for. If it ain't for this, what you praying for? Because this what grandmothers are praying for. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you on another level, bro.
I mean, yo,
you definitely on another level.
It's in me, man. No lie.
Yes, sir.
No
Yes,
lie,
sir.
man. Yeah, man. I couldn't see myself doing nothing but this right here, man. You know, I believe this is what I was created to do. Something with words, and it just so happened to be rap right now. You know what I mean? It just so happened to be rap right now. So you know.
Yeah, man. Well, I like I said, man. Like, you know, I've never really been big on like gospel or Christian rap, so to say, other than like the big guys like No Malice.
Right.
That's pretty much the only one. But man, I can't say, bro, you turned the page for me because I'm like, yo, you it. You it right now. Like you that man.
You know, and it shocked me when he brought you up because I've been trying to get him into gospel rap for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, so when he brought you up,
I'm talking about like for like a good 10, damn near 15 years.
Yeah.
He's been trying to get me. And I you know, I was like, it's all right, you know what I'm saying? But bro,
but see, I get his reluctance towards that because like you once upon a time you didn't hear lyrics like this coming from gospel rap.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it would seem so more simplistic as opposed to what you're doing now. So I understood where he was coming from with that.
Yeah.
It's very, very powerful, man. Very, very powerful and very real. Yeah. And that's the thing, like where I connect to you. I understand where you're coming from, and I can, you know, your storytelling, everything you're doing, you can envision it. As a person like me,
right?
You know, running the streets and stuff as a youth and stuff. So I really understand, you know, where you're going with that, man. Like I said, so I just said, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Because like I said, it's great, man. It's great.
Yes.
You know, you one of one for real. One of one.
Hey yo, I appreciate that, man. Hey yo, and that's one of the things that stuck with me. When you said, Will, when you said that you know you wasn't really on the gospel rap like that, but then BF he you know he was trying to introduce you to it. But then when you listen to something I dropped, you know what I'm saying? It made you question. You know how big that is, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you know how big that is, though. For you to say that something that I wrote or something that man, come on, man. Come on, man. That right there, man. I can't tell you the feeling that I had when I heard you say that, man. You know what I mean? Because it's almost equivalent to a pastor or a preacher preaching in a pulpit and somebody coming from the congregation saying, "Hey, I want to be saved." It's almost equivalent to. It's almost equivalent to that. You know what I'm saying? Like because that opened the door. I planted a seed. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And God, He gives the increase, and I know He will. I know He does. You know. So I'm honored, man. If that's it,
we're honored, bro.
Yeah.
We're honored that you can be able to sit here and speak with you, brother.
And we need people like you right now in these times. Like I said, I don't judge or anybody. Do what you do. That's your decision, your life, whatever. But in these times, man, with the way the influence on our kids,
Right.
and that's been my biggest thing. About and we try to stay away from like social topics like that, but it's the influence that the world has on our kids, from the internet to movies to everything. It's sending our kids down the wrong path.
Yeah.
And so, to have somebody powerful like you, what I'm saying, that I can tell all my little cousins and all the little youngsters out there, hey, now, listen to this man. Listen to Al Harris, man. Pop this on. It's dope. What I'm saying? They're gonna be feeling it, and then you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's gonna get in them. It's gonna, so they're gonna be able to react.
It will.
And see that yeah. So, that's the big thing about it, man, that I love about your music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you definitely rotation. You in the rotation, bro.
Word.
Like, for me.
Definitely.
Hey, yo.
So, and
I got some new stuff coming, man. I got so
that's
coming.
That was going to be the next question. 2023. What do you have coming up? Any events as far as like, are you touring, or you got new projects coming? What's coming for Al Harris? What can we expect from Al Harris in 2023 and going forward?
Man, yes. So now I realized in the sport of hip hop, it took a turn from album dropping to content and singles, and you know what I'm saying. So I think I'm gonna walk it a little bit. bit. I might drop. I'm gonna drop. Oh, I'm gonna be dropping now singles, dropping content. Little videos, man, teasers, little stuff to keep them. You know what I mean? And when I believe that I guess my following is at a good rate, or I've inclined a little, then I'll drop a project. I will drop a project.
Okay.
My wife, she been asking, she was like, baby, listen, you better give them what they want. Get the people what they want, because she know how long I've been sitting on this music. I got a phone full of music. Music, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I hate sitting on this music like that. I really do. But I just wanted to make the best and the most impact possible. And I see that it's going. Listen, the ball rolling. I'm gaining traction, the ball rolling, and I see it. And I pray that God continues to give me the increase, and my gift may make room for me, and people will continue to follow me, man, and continue to look forward to what I got coming, because I got something coming. I got some stuff coming, man. It's gonna feed the people. That's what matters, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something you listen to and bop your head, man. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of hearing, you got something for the club. You got something for the... Yeah, I might have something for the club. You know what? I might do have something for the club. No doubt. Because I'm the type of artist that can really... That can, And I hate sounding boastful. Man. But I've been humble a long time, bro.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, man, hey... You gotta put the humble stick down, bro. You know what I'm saying? You put in that work, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, speak on it. Speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about all that, man. Just do you. And like I said, and I might get in trouble for this, man, but said like, bro, I'm gonna try to figure out a way, because I need to link you up with John Connor, man. Like, I don't know if you know who John Connor is, but John Connor is very dope, independent artist, man. I feel like you guys will make a dope record together, man. Like,
Man, I think that when I first started listening to music, yeah.
And so, I'm gonna do my damnedest, because I would love to hear a collab with you and John Connor, man. Y'all just. Right now I feel like we on fire as far as podcasters. Like we getting the best of the best right now.
Right.
Forget all the mainstream stuff. Mainstream media, we know what that is. That's just a money machine. That's just all about just getting numbers.
Right.
But real hip hop,
right.
real messages, real everything, man. You. John Connor, man, y'all on top right now, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Y'all on top. It's only a matter of time. They can't keep, like for instance, you, man, like you knocking at the door. They gotta answer.
But they got to. the will.
Yeah,
They gotta answer, man. They gotta answer.
You know. So it's
Well,
you know, it's only a matter of time, man. Only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, just I just pray. I'm gonna pray as much as I can. Like I said, I tell everybody. I tell people I work with, people on the street, man. Hey, man, they be like, "Who is that?" Man, that's Al Harris, man. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. You know, I'll stop and give them the whole rundown. Hey, nah, hold on, go on your YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to him. Yeah.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Be on it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely, man. Like, just keep going, man. And
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Knock these doors down, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thing, because we riding with you. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
your base, your base is growing every day.
That mean a whole lot.
saying?
That mean a whole lot to me, man. You know what I mean? And when they do hit that YouTube, I promise you, man, they won't be disappointed. I promise you,
Yes,
they
sir.
won't be disappointed, man. You know,
yeah, like I've given your music to a friend before, to a friend the other day, and he loved it. Like every time I come across somebody, I got to give your music to them.
Yeah.
You know, every time since he told me about you. But let's move on to the next question.
no doubt.
Like songs you done like Humiliated, No Sleep. They're so honest, even vulnerable. Like and Humiliated, on your first verse, you opened up saying by 22 you was getting high and suicidal. Most people would stray from saying something like that. So just the fact that you're being honest like that about that is very admirable. Like, that's crazy. So I guess my question is, why or what makes you want to be that honest? And have you always been that honest in your music?
Well, first off, man, I believe that if I keep it real with you from the gate,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no surprises. You can't expect no surprises later on down the road. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm keeping it real with you. I'm keeping it 100 with you, and I believe that keeping it real, man, it may bring criticism, but it also brings respect. It also brings respect when somebody's able to keep it real with you and expose all of their flaws. You know what I mean? Another reason is, I done been humiliated, bro. I done been humiliated to the point to where that don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? You talking about broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? Out cars rolling by getting high, man. And I don't mean no weed. I don't mean weed or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I get it.
I mean out there running up the cars and making a little jug and I'm back in the wind. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the hood, bro. So really that type of stuff, man, I believe if anything, man, that'll make people relate to me to a point to where they ain't gotta hide no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I want to create a lane to where it's people are comfortable telling their story, man. I come across so many people, man, who have the ability to encourage people with their real life story, but they keep their mouth shut. Listen, you could be the smartest person in the room, but if you don't speak up and say nothing, you are the dumbest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, man. If you don't say anything, how are people supposed to know the knowledge and the understanding that you hold on the inside of you? You know what I'm saying? So guess what, man? I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to keep it real with these people, man, that I may inspire others, man, who are going through similar things or even the same thing, man. You know what I mean? You can come up out that mess, and then you can later tell about it. The only thing the enemy can use against you is what you keep silent.
No.
That's the only thing the enemy can use against you is what you keep silent. But once you exposed it, he ain't got no leg to fall on, bro.
Yeah.
That's right.
I feel you on that, man. Well, man, this has been one hell of a interview, man. Like I said, bro, you're a powerful man with powerful words, man. Appreciate everything with you, man. You know what I'm saying? This is, like I said, this is what we're about, man. 16 the beat, man. We're about, bringing up and bringing a light to people like you, man, because this is what we need. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything you've done, you know what I'm saying, and everything you are going to do. And we just looking forward to, man, watching you grow, man, and, you know, hopefully being a part of your growth, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, keeping in touch and things like that, man, and, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, BF, you got any last words or anything, man?
One last question. Like, music. Music is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool.
Very.
And the music you're dropping is very powerful. If it haven't reached every ear, it's gonna reach every ear.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
I guess at the end, once you're done with this assignment, once you're done with your assignment, what's the message you want to leave behind for these youngsters?
Well, you know, that's a good question. I have an answer, and I'm trying to articulate it. So many times you're defined by your environment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a minister. You know, I'm a minister also. So, you know, sometimes I refer real life to scripture. The Bible says that there was a lame man by the pool of Bethesda. You know, and whenever the water was stirred, whoever was the first to get to the water would be healed. So when Jesus came, Jesus asked him, "Did you want to be healed?" And he said, "I have no man. I have no man," meaning I have nobody to help me get into the water whenever it stirs so I can be healed. And the Bible says that around this lame man laid the lame, the blind, crippled, the deaf. So around him, he had everybody that was in his same condition, So many times when we come up in it, it's impossible to change in an environment full of sickness. It's impossible to be healed in an environment full of sickness. And I believe that's what a lot of these young boys growing up to believe, because that's all they see around them is sickness. So how am I supposed to be healed when I have no man? I have nobody to help me. I have nobody to tell me, hey, listen, you could be better than this. There's so much more inside of you than this. Jesus didn't want to hear his excuses. He just wanted to heal. Do you want to be made whole? Do you want to be healed? Then pick up your mat and walk. That same thing that you've been laying in, that same thing that people saw carrying you, watch you carry it. Let them watch you carry it. You know what I'm saying? Let them watch you triumph. You know what I'm saying? When is it gonna be your turn? When is it gonna be your turn? You know? Or are you gonna stay lame? You're gonna stay in the same environment where sickness resides. Or you're gonna stay right here where everybody's in the same condition and don't nobody got inspiration for one another. And don't nobody want to help lift each other up. You know? That's what I want my music to do. To let them know. Because you're looking at a man who shouldn't be here, man. And I'll say that over and over. You know, been shot, sentenced to 15 years, been on dope, been homeless. I done been in so many fights. Man, listen. I done been beat, and I done beat some dudes. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I should have been lost my mind, man. I should have been died. I shouldn't even be in a position that I'm in now. But look, man, look what God is doing. I'm married. I got beautiful children. The house that I'm in right now, me and my wife, we homeowners. You know, we own our cars, man. I got this music career, man. I got this gift that God has blessed me with that I'm trying to be a good steward of. You know, every day of my life, I have a solid relationship with my Father. You know what I mean? This is where I came. This is what I came to. I told you where I came from, but this is where I came to. And if they can see this, then they can realize that they can do it too. You ain't gotta be defined by your environment. You ain't gotta be defined by your environment.
Amen. Man, we went to church on this one.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
shout out to you.
And it's so real. And it's so real, man, because I'm living it. Listen, if I wasn't living it, this would probably be scripted, but I can't make it up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm living this. You know what I'm saying? I felt so much pain in my life, man. I felt so much pain in my life, so I feel like God's sparing me now. I can't imagine all the things He blocked from coming my way. You know what I'm saying? All the demons that He stopped from entering into my home because I anoint my home and I anoint my family. You know, I can't imagine all the things that the enemy, that God had held back. You know, but because the enemy want me, and I know he do.
Oh yeah.
I ain't saying it's perfect. I ain't saying it's perfect, man. Because you know, I have my own internal things that I deal with. You know what I'm saying, from day to day. You know, whether it's mental, emotional, whether it's me not feeling I'm not doing enough. You know what I'm saying. I have my own battles and stuff that I face. Me not feeling that I'm not providing enough, man, and me wanting just get to a point to where my family's straight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we good now. We ain't. We ain't hurting, but straight. You know what I'm saying? I want them to have anything that they can imagine, man. You know, so yeah, I have it internal, so it ain't all just like perfect, man. But at the end of the day, man, I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed beyond measure. I'm blessed beyond measure, man. I count them all too. I count them all because guess what? I remember them chilly nights where I would dare to dream from standing by the stove, my clothes smelling like kerosene. Bill collectors calling my granny, she screaming, let it rain, cause we ain't got the money they need, and it's food you better eat. Scripture was never read to me, no Gucci red and green, and washing cars that just fed the fiends. I'm not a star, we came to intercede, this for pregnant mothers with their inner seed. Shoot for the gold, but remember bend your knees. I talk to God often. We built a rapport from charting on billboards most artists would kill for. And I got the kind of courage they popping them pills for. Sold out sleepy tours in states that we've been ignored. I believe them for. Without a question, then we them boys. The topic you can't avoid. It's obvious we at war. We ain't have to worry about people robbing us. We was poor. They say it's lonely at the top. I wanted more. You know what I mean?
Man. Oh God. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's just a little something. Man, I just get excited. I get excited.
I feel you.
It's made for a good episode, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, shout out to you, Al Harris, man. Y'all people, thank y'all for watching, man, and everything. And, keep rocking with us. I'm Will's BF. We're 16 to beat. And one more time, shout out to you, Al Harris, man. If y'all don't know who he is, man, go check him out, man. He's True Don.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
He's the man. So we're going to get up with y'all later, man. Once again, it's 16 and beat. We'll holler at you later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.